What's good, everyone? So I have watched the first 7 episodes of Presumed Innocent. This series is based on a book of the same name by Scott Turow, and there has been a movie adaptation that starred Harrison Ford that released back in 1990. This TV series is a second adaptation of that book, and it stars my guy Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm a huge fan of Jake Gyllenhaal, and this is also a Apple TV Plus show. And right now, I'll say that Apple TV Plus is my favorite streaming platform for dramas. So with that said, do those elements marry well and provide Apple with another banger? Let's get into my review. So in this 8-episode series, we follow Rusty Sabich, a prosecutor who becomes the prime suspect in the murder of one of his colleagues. Now guys, like I've said, I've watched 7 episodes so far. There's 8 in total. Tim Cook, if you're watching this video, I need that 8th episode, man. You can't leave me on a cliffhanger like that. But I have to say, with all that I've watched so far, Apple, you guys have another banger on your hands. Now let's start with the story. And if you're someone that likes a classical take on legal thriller content, then you will love this show. They don't try anything new, they don't try to reinvent the wheel. This series sticks to a familiar, tried and tested formula with legal thrillers. Of course, there is a modernization on certain elements in the show, but overall, they execute it really well. I loved the pacing in this show. They get right into the action. They don't take half a season to get into the nitty-gritty. This series is easy to follow, with each episode I found ending at just the right time to make me want to watch more and more. I found the series to be brilliantly woven, and this allowed for each episode to gradually build the tension and add subtle complexes that enhance the impact of certain events, which is what I want from a legal thriller. Then you add in that this show doesn't solely focus on Rusty and his story. The story in this series allows for different perspectives on what happened to be shown and highlighted, and we effectively see the impact on his career, his relationship with his peers and his family, and how that changes. And this and those elements add an emotional undertone. This show also makes you second guess a lot of your thoughts. Like, I was second guessing a lot. I was constantly saying to myself, did he do it? Yeah, this guy done it. And then something will be thrown in, and then boom, oh nah, you know what, maybe he didn't do it. And I loved that element to the show. Next, we have the characters, which for me are all great, and the writing of them and the performances enhance the show. Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays the main character, Rusty Sabich, is solid. The slow unraveling of his character in the show is acted out so well. Ruth Negga, who plays his wife, Barbara Sabich, what a performance. I think she has the most to deal with in this show. Her husband's on trial for murder. You just found out what he's been doing behind your back. They have kids together. There is this overarching feeling of, where is the marriage right now? Has the love gone? Plus, there are a few more elements. But yeah, I thought Ruth played her role so well. I also have to add in Bill Camp, who plays a character called Raymond Horgan. In most titles that I've seen Bill in, I've enjoyed them, and it's the same with this show. A solid performance from him. Lastly, I have the cinematography and CGI. Now, if you watch my previous Apple TV Plus reviews, majority of the time, I have no issues in this department. Apple, they put a lot of care into the presentation of their shows, and it's no different with this series. This is a good looking show. Overall, Apple, you guys have done it again. But with that said, I have to remind you that at the time of this recording, I've only watched 7 out of the 8 episodes. Apple TV Plus, they are on a roll right now, especially with their dramas, and the steam train continues with this show. I think they will nail the ending, because with episode 7, that ending was a madness. So with that said, right now, I'm currently at a Lowery 4 out of 5 stars, but that is subject to change depending on how the series ends. Thank you very much for watching this review. If you watched the series, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on it. Also, if you've read the book and you've watched the series, I'd like to know your thoughts too. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more movie, TV news and reviews. I also have my new live stream show streaming once a week, where I go through all of the entertainment news of the week. That's it for this video, and until my next one, guys, peace.